Hello students, Unit 3 Magnetism and Magnetic Effect of Electric Current continuation video. Here in this video let me see how to convert a galvanometer into ammeter and voltmeter. Okay. Here we know galvanometer is a device used to detect the current flow in an electrical circuit. Okay. In order to measure the current and potential difference, we are modifying the galvanometer into ammeter and voltmeter. Here ammeter is a device used to measure the current in an electrical circuit. Okay. Here voltmeter is a device that is used to measure the potential difference between the 2 points in an electrical circuit. Okay. Here let me see the what is ammeter. Ammeter. Ammeter is a device used to measure the current. Device used to measure the current in an electrical circuit. It is a low resistance instrument. Okay, low resistance device. So it is always connected series in a electrical circuit. Okay. Here let me see how to convert a galvanometer into ammeter. A galvanometer is converted into ammeter by connecting low resistance parallel with the galvanometer. Okay, by connecting low resistance in parallel with the galvanometer. Connecting low resistance parallel with the galvanometer. Okay, then the galvanometer became voltmeter. Let me see how to connect. Here it is a galvanometer. This G represent it is a galvanometer. Okay, then in this circuit the galvanometer having the resistance Rg. Here in order to convert this galvanometer into ammeter, so I am connecting a low resistance that is known as shunt resistance. Yes, shunt resistance. Then this setup became ammeter. This is known as ammeter. Okay. Then here the scale of the ammeter are calibrated in ampere. Okay. The range of the ammeter that depends on the shunt resistance you added that is connected in a parallel with the galvanometer. Okay, this shunt resistance decide the range of this ammeter. Okay, if suppose I apply a current in the circuit as I. Okay, then the current flowing through the galvanometer is Ig. Then the remaining current flowing through the shunt resistance is I minus Ig. Okay, here Ig is a full scale deflection current. Ig is a full scale deflection current. Let me see what is full scale deflection current. Okay, if suppose I consider a galvanometer. At the first instant I apply a current I1. For that I1 it produces a deflection here. Okay, then I apply I2. For that it produces deflection here. Then I apply Ig, it produces deflection at last scale of the last division of the scale. Okay, that is known as full scale deflection. Okay, the current needed to proceed for full deflection of that galvanometer is known as full scale deflection current. Okay, here Ig is a full scale deflection current. Okay, here let me see the shunt resistance and the galvanometer are connected in parallel. So in a parallel combination, the potential drop across S and the potential drop across G are same. Okay, so we can write potential drop across S is equal to potential drop across G. across G. Okay, we know the formula for potential, that is nothing but a voltage V is equal to IR. Okay, then we can write for this case the resistance is S. Okay, then the current is I minus Ig. I minus Ig, that is equal to potential drop across G. The galvanometer resistance is Rg, then the current through the galvanometer is Ig. Okay, in order to find the value of shunt resistance, we can say S is equal to Ig Rg by I minus Ig. Using the value of the full scale deflection current and the current in the circuit, then galvanometer resistance, we can find the shunt resistance value. Okay, then if suppose we need the full scale deflection current value, then modify this equation. Okay, multiply S with I and Ig, we get Is minus Igs, that is equal to Ig Rg. Okay, here I write, then take this Igs to right side, then we get Is is equal to Ig Rg plus Igs. If suppose we need Ig, then Ig Rg plus Is, then Ig can be written as Is by Rg plus S. Here we know S by Rg plus S are constant, so we can write Ig is proportional to I. Okay, we know the deflection in the galvanometer is proportional to current passing through it, then we know I is equal to G theta. Okay, we can write theta is equal to I by G. Here I is nothing but Ig. Okay, then we can write theta is proportional to Ig. Okay, we know I is proportional to Ig or Ig is proportional to I, so we can write theta is proportional to I. The deflection in the galvanometer measures the current that passing through the circuit. Okay, then here the resistance S is connected parallel to the galvanometer. So for this case, here it is a parallel connection. We will find the effective resistance of this combination. Okay, effective resistance of the ammeter. Effective resistance of ammeter, that is represented as Re. Okay, we know the formula for effective resistance is 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay, here R effective became Ra, that is equal to 1 by R1 is the resistance of the shunt resistance, that is S. R2 is the resistance of the galvanometer, that is Rg. Okay, after solving this, we get 1 by Ra is equal to Rg plus S by Rgs. Okay, then reciprocating it, we get Ra is equal to Rgs by Rg plus S. Okay, here we know the ratio S by Rg is small, so the value of that effective resistance is always small. For this small value of resistor, we can connect the ammeter in a circuit in series connection. Okay, so it does not affect the current flowing in a circuit. Okay, for an ideal ammeter, the resistance of that ammeter is 0. For an ideal ammeter, the resistance of the ammeter will be 0. Okay, some important key points are there. Here the ammeter is a low resistance instrument, so it is always connected in series. Okay, in order to measure the current in a device, in an electrical circuit, you must connect the ammeter in series connection only. Okay, then for an ideal ammeter, the resistance of the ammeter is 0. If suppose in order to increase the range of the ammeter, okay, with n times, we can use the shunt resistance value as S is equal to G by N minus 1. Okay.